So for today's project, I am going to be salvaging parts of my Chaya tree that was actually um, experienced some wind damage. So we've been experiencing some high winds this fall in Southern California, and unfortunately, the wind comes through and plants that are, I guess, more susceptible to have their branches break or be blown over are going to be affected. And the Chaya tree, also known as tree spinach, it's a pretty durable, hardy plant. But from my experience, the branches tend to be um, uh, a little bit easier to be blown down or broken when the high winds come through. So this right here is the aftermath of my Chaya tree. It actually got pretty big, very green. Had a lot of new growth on it during the spring and the summertime, and the branches broke recently. A big branch on the ground right there, but it's also going dormant just because the temperatures are dropping and is getting colder, especially during the daytime and the nighttime, reaching lows of 40. So this is a part here on the ground that I am just salvaging, just so I can take some cuttings and grow some more. When I am handling chaya, especially when I'm cutting it, I do like to wear gloves, just because when you cut the chaya branches, it does produce a white kind of waxy substance, which can irritate your hands, especially if you're sensitive to it. So just to be on the safe side, I wear my gloves, but I've never had any issues myself if I've handled chaya in particular. So just to get started, I have this branch right here, and chaya is pretty soft, especially the new growth. Is pretty soft to cut through. So I'm literally just going to just chop right here and take that part off. And I'm just collecting them in my little chaya bucket right here. Let's find another. Got this nice cutting here. Just gonna take these two off. Like I mentioned before, it's pretty easy just to even tear off this new cutting, the new growth here from the branch that has broken off the mother tree. So I'm just going to continue to take these cuttings and fill up my bucket. So I'm just gonna take this little cutting, and normally if it has like leaves, a lot of leaves coming off the top, I would take some of the leaves off, but this one doesn't. So I'm just going to take this cutting, and I like to use this just basic rooting hormone powder you get from your local garden center, Home Depot, Lowe's. And you can it's not required to use rooting hormone, but I just like to use it just to give it an extra boost of nutrients and minerals, to really help it take root. And I just take this cutting and I just stick a little bit in there. You don't need a lot, just to coat the bottom of it. Shake it off a little bit, and then I simply just stick it into my little container with the soil. Easy as that. Stick it in there, make sure it's secure. And I do have this cutting that I took. Like I mentioned before, it does have leaves coming off of it. So I'm simply just going to take these bottom leaves off just because when your cutting is establishing new roots, you really want to help it out and have it reserve all the energy that it needs so that it's not worried about trying to send out energy to the leaves coming off of it. So I take that off. And I might just leave these here at the top, but if you want to take them off, you can too. And same thing. Just dip it in there. And stick it in. And as I mentioned before, if you could see like around the edges here, the Chaya is producing that white waxy type substance that is coming off, and it can easily get on your hands or your glove here, and it does get really sticky. So like I mentioned before, definitely wear gloves if you're going to be handling the Chaya and cutting it. So now I have my 6 cuttings in this container, and I'm just going to add some water to it just to give it some water so the soil doesn't stay dry, which will also help it not dry out and start establishing some roots. And voila, I'm all set to go. So now that I have my cuttings ready to go, I have placed this container with my cuttings in my greenhouse so that I can keep it warm, especially since the temperatures are dropping and hitting 40 degrees at night. So just want to keep the warmth there, keep it protected. And I actually have some Chaya cuttings that have gotten really tall. These are definitely a few, if not several, maybe at least 4, 5, 6 months old. I took these cuttings here from the same mother Chaya tree, and they have grown really well in this greenhouse. So as you can see, it takes off, and it does get tall, and it does really well. So I'm super excited to see these cuttings grow and take off. And just another fun fact about Chaya that a lot of people may not know, Chaya, known as tree spinach, you can eat it, but it's definitely recommended that you cook the leaves. So you'll take, the leaves here, you want to stir fry them, you want to boil them, you definitely want to, cook them, for at least 5-10 minutes or so. But you don't want to eat them raw. It is not recommended. So that is my Chaya video for today. I hope that it was beneficial. If you're not familiar with Chaya, I definitely hope that you were able to learn about a new plant, how to take cuttings from Chaya or a similar type of plant. So that is a wrap for today. I want to thank you so much for checking out this video. I hope it was beneficial, giving you another garden tip. And stay warm, and I will see you next time.